Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Game Pass Grab Bag Sidequest. We are talking about the Xbox Showcase 2024. I am Andrew, your hardcore gamer host. With me, my wonderful wife, Liz the Noob.
Hey guys.
Welcome, Liz. And no, Keith. Keith couldn't make it. But he'll be back, maybe, if you let him. But Liz, we just saw the new Xbox Showcase 2024. I'm going to have to keep saying the year, I guess. I don't know. But this is probably what, your like fourth, fifth show you've maybe seen? Because you obviously didn't grow up with video games.
Right. Maybe. Sure.
I mean, you never grew up with video games, so obviously this isn't like you've seen E3s or anything like that. Do you even know what E3 is?
I don't know what it like stands for.
But yes, I want to ask you, we're here obviously to share some of our thoughts, some of the games that we saw. But Liz, what would you give this showcase on a grading system? A, B, C, D, or F?
I'd just like to tell everyone that you told me like less than 5 minutes ago that there was going to be a grading system.
I didn't.
Sorry,
I didn't think it was like that hard of an assignment.
I don't know. Because I don't like to give, like, I feel bad if I give like a low rating. I would say like a B minus, C plus.
Really?
Is that bad?
No.
What would you give it?
An A.
An A?
Possibly A plus. This honestly, I've seen a lot of E3s. I've seen a lot of showcases. This actually might have been one of the best. Why? Because it was so well paced. It showed a ton of games. Because like this is always the thing. Like I don't think it was the last showcase. I think it was the one before that we did. Like they showed a lot of games, but it was almost all just cinematic trailers, and like none of it was gameplay. None of it had release dates, and it was just like, okay, cool. Like you're just basically telling me you're working on this game, but I know nothing about it. This showcase to me was so well paced. It had a good amount of gameplay. It had a good amount of the cinematic trailers. It had not all of them, but it had a good amount of release dates or windows. So to me, it was just the only thing I feel like you could complain about is if you just weren't interested in the games. But even then on that front, I felt like there was just about everything they showed for like everybody. Obviously not. I mean, we have a friend Max who apparently thought it was the worst ever. And it's just like, did you watch the same show? So I can assume that.
I think because going into this, like, because I don't remember things.
Yes.
I remember that there were some showcases that I saw that I was so pumped about the game. Like, I cannot wait for this to hit Game
Really?
Pass.
And this didn't do it?
This time there were some that I'm excited about, but they all have like a little like, oh, I'm a little wary of this element. But I just went into it like just throwing a rating out there because I didn't really know what to give it. No. I'd say a B. I would say a B because I didn't have the excitement that I've had in previous ones, but I am excited about some of these games. I don't want to. There's some games I'm excited about, and there's some games where I'm like, if we do that one, maybe we can get, someone to step in.
I'm really curious which ones you weren't impressed with, but yeah, the showcase had a very strong start with Doom: The Dark Ages. We've covered both of the Doom games. Doom 2016 and then Doom Eternal.
So when I saw the trailer for this, I immediately was like, this looks like a real souped up new Doom. And then at the end, because it tells you what the game is at the end, there's Doom.
I'm like, we played both these games and right away you were like, this is Doom. You had no idea it was Doom until the end?
No, I'm saying I knew from like when I was watching it, I was like, this looks like a graphically improved, like new souped up Doom. Okay. And then at the end it popped up that it was Doom, and I was like, oh, I got it right. So like I knew that it was, which it drives me nuts that it tells you what it is at the end. But it also kind of surprised me.
Wait, you prefer they tell you at the beginning?
Yeah.
So you can like what, like hold back your expectations or your excitement?
For instance, Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was Perfect Dark.
You put so many hours in Nintendo 64 Perfect Dark.
Not the campaign.
But still, I'm surprised you didn't know Carrington and Joanna Dark.
Oh, I wasn't listening to names.
Because like even if you just play the multiplayer,
so difficult too. There's something about it that like it looked difficult because like everything is really narrow and like almost cluttered looking. which
I
is
was
nice.
impressed by Perfect Dark. The only thing that it really annoyed me with Perfect Dark is why did they change Joanna Dark's hair? It was always so iconic. She had like very red hair.
Maybe that's why.
I mean,
no, it's not. It's not.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In reality, if you're trying to be a super spy and you're trying to be like incognito, obviously you're not going to have flaming red hair.
Alias.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. My anger's back again. We need to have a petition. Give Joanna Dark red hair again. But no, I was impressed with it. One thing I thought was awesome was the parkour elements. Did it remind you of a game that we played?
It did. Do you
remember the game?
I don't remember what it's called. And there's a couple games that reminded me of other games, and I couldn't remember a single title for it. But it was the one that came out in like the 90s or early 2000s, the parkour game.
Yes.
Where I
Mirror's
fell
Edge.
off.
Mirror's Edge.
Yep.
Yeah, you're famous. The one like TikTok video we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It has really cool parkour elements like Mirror's Edge, which we liked the parkour in that game. And I remember we didn't care for the combat. So this looks like it's going to be a perfect blend of good action, combat, good traversal.
I am interested in it, but I did write down that it looks like it's going to be difficult for someone like me.
Maybe.
I think it will be.
Well, I think it's going to be one of those games where a lot of people are getting, obviously don't know the game, but Deus Ex vibes. It's a game that lets you, solve a problem any way you want. So you could go in guns blazing, or you can try to find the alternate routes on the rooftops. So I think you would find still a good balance, because you obviously don't like stealth games, but you like shooting people.
Yeah, I'm more guns blazing, 100%.
But no, I was thoroughly surprised that they showed something of Perfect Dark, because there's always been rumors that game has been in development hell. It's way behind schedule, blah, blah, blah. But they showed a lot. They showed gameplay. I don't think they showed a release date though. So that I think shows. I don't think it even had a year. So that's unfortunate. But I mean, the fact that there's gameplay, it's got to be within a year or two now.
I also want to say that I don't know why I ranked this lower too, because just give it my rating altogether. When I was watching this, I immediately thought to myself, is it the year of the dragon or what? And 2024 is the year of the dragon. There were at least 4 games that had dragons in the trailers. Well, some of them might be coming out in 2025, but I was like, so many dragons.
I mean, yeah, actually, I did not think about this. Like, what other games? I remember a couple.
So obviously, Dragon Age.
Yep.
World of Warcraft.
Yep. They always have dragons.
Age of Mythology.
Oh, yeah.
The Elder Scrolls.
Yep.
And those are just the ones that
and Doom. Remember? Yeah, you see him riding like a winged beast dragon creature.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's like the year of the dragon is like inspiring video game developers. Which I was just scrolling and I randomly saw that like you should not buy a puppy in the year of the dragon, which we didn't buy a puppy, we bought a dog.
Wait. Is it legitimately the year of the dragon?
Yeah, 2024.
Oh.
And by the way, I am a dragon. The best one of the zodiac calendar.
Debatable.
Wait, what are you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, so you're unmemorable, and here I am a dragon. So
I thought it was a rat or something like that.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
Which
I think with like with astrology, like because I'm a Leo, whatever, we are actually compatible. I looked it up.
Oh,
I know you hate stuff like that.
Thank you, stars.
You hate stuff like that, but I just thought it was funny.
Thank you, stars, for saving my marriage. I don't care for astrology. But you mentioned it. Dragon Age Veilguard, that got released, or that got announced, sorry. That for the longest time was actually called, it had a different name. I want to say it was Wolfguard. I just remember it had Wolf in the title. But now it got changed to Veilguard. That recently got announced that it had a name change. But we had just a cinematic trailer for that. But we had a release year, I'm pretty sure. I thought it said
fall 2024.
Yeah, 2024, which at the time of this recording, there wasn't any gameplay in the video, but I actually saw online that they're going to be revealing some gameplay, I think within this coming week. But what did you think of it, Liz?
I kind of don't remember that one that well, and I just watched it last night. I would just like to point that out. But one thing I wrote down was like, is it multiplayer? Because it looked like it was going to be a multiplayer game, but I couldn't tell.
No. So I love the Dragon Age games. I've played all of them. I think it's a great series. No, it's like, it plays like Mass Effect. It's very much like Mass Effect, just medieval. So you are a person who has a party and you're essentially going around and doing quests and whatnot. Like I said, the best example I can give is like a Mass Effect. But this was probably my biggest disappointment. I did not care for Dragon Age Veilguard.
Why?
It looked goofy. And that's not generally the vibe Dragon Age goes for. It's usually like cataclysmic, very dark, kind of end of time story. And this was like a goofy bar fight. Like they're trying to make like a heist movie or something. I don't know. It just...
Well, now I know which game it is.
Yeah. And then they were quickly going through the party members, and even the things they were going through were kind of goofy. And it was just like, I don't know.
Which we've kind of seen that played out with like the kind of the dynamics that they were portraying like in the bar too.
Yeah.
There's a couple games that we've played that are like that. Like I said, can't think of them off the top of my head, but I remember like thinking that, where I'm just like, oh, this has been played out a bit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, literally the previous showcase when they first announced Fable, I don't know if you remember how they did it. They had like a bar fight too when they had Richard Ayoda as the giant, but that was kind of the same vibe a little bit. But it makes sense. Fable is meant to be kind of goofy and funny, but Dragon Age isn't. So when I saw this, I was kind of like, yeah, it took me a while, but I was like, this looks like Dragon Age. I was like, but it doesn't feel like Dragon Age.
Which is Fable. He wasn't in this trailer, right? This time?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah, but they did show more gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, it looks fun.
I think it's going to be great. You know, it's being done by Playground Games. They did Forza Horizon. They do a great job with Forza Horizon. But yeah, Fable. This was once again a little bit of a goofy trailer, kind of funny, like meant to be tongue in cheek.
It didn't show me enough to get me really pumped.
That's how I feel too.
And if I am pumped because I know that it's Fable, but if I didn't know anything about the game, I probably wouldn't be excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that the trailer was a little disappointing.
Yeah, because I still don't quite get what the story's about. Like, so in this one, I was kind of hinting at that there's an ex-hero that's a big baddie who is maybe threatening the world. But then it's like, well, then how's the giant play-in of like Richard Ayoda? Like I don't get what's quite going on. It showed a little bit of snippet of gameplay, but not enough to, like Liz said, it wasn't like, oh, can't wait to play this. I'm still curious if it's going to have that charm that Fable has.
Yeah. I mean, it's still on my list of the games that I'm excited about from the showcase, but not because of the trailer. But I want to get into one. This isn't the one that I thought I would be the most excited to talk about because I didn't realize it was going to be on here. I'm a little disappointed because it looks like it might be a little sad. And you know how I don't like feelings. State of Decay 3. Because I enjoyed State of Decay 2. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what we played? I'm assuming this one's also multiplayer.
Yeah.
It looked like a multiplayer game. But I really enjoyed the second one, if I remember correctly. Although I don't think my score was super high because it was
super buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they made it look so good. I wish that, like I said, it looks sad and I don't like that, but
I mean,
I was really excited after I saw that one.
I was a little disappointed.
Oh.
Well, not crazy disappointed. It's just they announced State of Decay 3. Like when the Xbox Series consoles, it's been years. It's been like 5 years when they announced they were making State of Decay 3. Wasn't much. And then like 3 years ago, they had one more trailer. Still, it was no gameplay. So now we have another one. Still doesn't show gameplay. And once again, I don't think it has a release date either, does it?
I didn't write one down, so I didn't notice one.
I don't think it had one. And so that's the only thing that's kind of annoying me, where it's just like, I know you're making State of Decay 3, but like, I'd like to see gameplay. I'd like to get a window, maybe. Like, what's the state of this game? Because so both State of Decay 1 and 2, like they both came out very buggy. They fixed it eventually. But so that's what I'm curious if like maybe they're just trying to work extra hard on State of Decay 3 to make it not so buggy. Because I think what they said is there's going to be a co-op shared world. So I think it's supposed to be a little bit like an MMO of like you can wander the world and you might run into other players.
Oh.
It's what I think it was what they're trying to go for. So that's probably the issue why they're having such difficult time, is because they're now trying to make this a shared world thing. And that kind of stinks. It's like I would just like more of 2. Like, I don't care if it would be shared world. I want this game. So don't get me wrong. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait for it. I wanted more.
Well, another game that we've discussed how we were excited about the trailer, but there was the first time we saw the trailer, there was like nothing to it. That is South of Midnight.
Yep.
And which 2025. But do you know what I thought was interesting? So I feel like gameplay wise, I still don't get it.
Yeah.
Like the combat and stuff. I heard like traversal and like I was like, I don't know how much of this is like it was just I don't really know what to expect. But graphically, I loved it.
Yeah.
With the first trailer. And this trailer too. But it almost looked like claymation.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was like, is it something wrong with the TV or is this actually like claymation? Graphically, it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. We got gameplay of this, which is great. I'm a little hesitant because yes, it looks like obviously you have some magical abilities. It looks like you could have fun traversal, but it also looks linear. And I don't like that when it's like, yeah, we're going to give you some fun traversal and climbing tools, but the path is just kind of straight. It's not really open. So I'm a little hesitant with that. The combat looks good. For the one quick snip, like that battle was quick. And I was just like, come on, like you couldn't have done a little bit more of that. But it looks like it'll be very fluid. And I think it could be a lot of fun. I'm intrigued by the environment of it, of like, Mississippi Bayou, like kind of fable lore. You're riding a talking catfish and a alligator the size of an island chasing you. It's like, okay, this is a cool world and environment, but didn't give me much of anything for story. You're searching for your mom. I got that, but that's about it.
We definitely got more this time though.
We did.
So, I mean, and it's still not coming out for a while. So I can kind of see and understand it, but they got me excited again. So they're doing a good job. The first trailer, they gave you like 2 seconds of nothing and it was like, ooh, and now they're giving you a little bit more. They're just,
So I want to ask, what game were you not excited for? Because you were like, meh.
I mean, I didn't play the other Diablo with you guys, but I literally just wrote gross under it. Which
it was a very gross trailer, but it was also pretty cool.
Is that just new content?
Yes, it's an expansion.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was just like, I'm good.
Me and my friends are very excited for it. Diablo's new season is very good.
Well, I'm glad you have people to play with because it's not going to be
me. I'm telling, if you played it, I think you would like it. It's a lot of looting. You love loot.
Maybe I would. I just like when I saw the trailer, I was just like, which I also I should probably say this at the I should have said this at the beginning. With how long this was, I can't just sit there and not do anything. I very rarely watch movies.
I know.
And it's really hard for me not to do stuff. So I was doing stuff while I was watching it. But I mean, like, I didn't obviously get much done because it was back-to-back trailers. I'm not going to, like, not watch the trailer.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes when, like, the people are talking.
But that's the thing. That's also why I thought the show was so good. There was very little talking.
Very little talk. And that's why I was actually, like, a little bummed because I was like, crap, I got stuff I got to do. This is, like, 2.5 hours.
I always hated the talking segments because they're always just like, yeah, this is our game. You're going to like explore worlds and see people and meet people. And I'm just like, I get that. That's a video game. Like, can we go to the next game? Like, I always hated when people talk. But yeah, there's very little in this show.
Another one that I was not excited about on the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
No, this actually, okay. So I understand.
I know you're different rescue.
That's what I like about it.
Airplanes or whatever. But
yeah.
I'm still not interested in flying.
Okay.
And it's the same with, there was another one, Mecha Break.
Okay.
That one looked like it had a lot of flying. And I was like, which the beta comes out 2024. So that's coming out soon. But like under Mecha Break, I wasn't really interested in it. I just wrote underneath, lots of flying.
See, well, go back to Flight Simulator. like I said, like I feel like most showcases always have like a few games that's very meant for like niche people, and Flight Simulator is kind of like that. It's obviously grown, like because it's been on Game Pass. It's very much it's there. Try it out. It's cool. But what I liked about this, because I saw 2024, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just gonna be here's the new one, like Madden every year. Yeah, it's another Madden. It's the same football game. But with this, I played a little bit of the last Flight Simulator, which was what, 2021? I don't remember the year of it, but the last one. But yeah, it's just flying around and I'm just like, okay, like it was cool at first, satellite imaging, The realism, very awesome. This time around, it looks like they're actually making a game. Like now that there's things
Putting
to
out
do,
fires.
yeah, rescuing, doing like futuristic. It looks like some of the concept arts of the air taxis that they want to do for like public use. Like, so it looks like there's experimental vehicles. Yeah, like you actually are rescuing. There's helicopters. So for me, I'm like, I'm actually more interested in this because I like to be like have an objective to do something. And I love simulator games.
I'm like the opposite, where it's like, I mean, I remember like when you were playing Power Wash Simulator, I think I would like something like that. Because, I mean, it's just relaxing, where I feel like with all the flying and rescuing and stuff, it's just like, that just seems stressful. And I'm just like, I would rather do, like if I was doing a simulator, I'd rather do Power Wash.
But it's not.
I know that makes no sense, but I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, I kind of want to try out, because I never played Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just never.
You want to cover it, Liz?
We didn't do an episode on that.
We didn't.
Yes, I would.
Really? Okay, maybe we might do that.
But I just don't have any interest in flying, driving, anything like that. So
lame.
Maybe it would surprise me. Maybe I'll watch you play it and I'll be like, oh, that looks awesome. I mean, probably not, but
yeah, then on Mecha Break, I was kind of the same. I'm in between. I love mech games, and this looks like it's taking a lot from Armor Core, which is a very fast-paced, fluid mech game. I can't tell if this is PvP. Like that's what I think it is you are making your own mechs and fighting each other, but I couldn't quite tell like if this is a single player game or multiplayer. I think it's multiplayer, but I didn't get enough information. I would be interested in it, but at the moment, yeah, I don't think that trailer landed as well.
Yeah, lukewarm.
Yeah.
So I still have some others I'm excited about and then I'm about, but you haven't really gone. So I'm like, is there any that you want to discuss first that you're excited about or you don't want to play?
Well, I mean, you
want to play all of them.
Yes. The big one though at the end, Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah, do you know what? Because we played a Gears of War game.
We played Gears. I think we just did Gear 6.
Yeah.
And but that was Gear 6. So you may not notice the names of the games, but Gears of War was the original trilogy, and then Gears is the new trilogy. So there's Gears 5 and 6, and then Gears of War. So this is Gears of War E-Day. So they actually brought the Gears of War name back, but this is a prequel from the very first game.
I was disappointed in this because it just looked like very tactical. There was something about it that I was like, this doesn't look like I would enjoy it.
Tactical?
Am I thinking of the wrong one?
It was just a cinematic trailer. All right, well, we're going to have to pause because our dog is freaking out. Okay, now that we got the dog settled. So anyway, back to Gears of War. So it is, like, I guess, tactical. It's a third-person shooter game. Do you not remember Gears?
Yeah, I thought I did because it had an actor in it that I liked.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were.
Yeah, it had I can't remember his name, but yeah, the comedian. But no, it is a third-person cover shooter. But the trailer didn't show much. It was just cinematic. But I thought it was crazy. Like everyone knew they were working on a Gears of War game. Like or at least a Gears game. Everyone just assumed it was Gears 6. Yes, and they were saying 5 earlier, but yeah, Gears 6. But yeah, so this is what starts the war with the Locust. This is like before everything. This is when Marcus Phoenix is super young. But what I loved about this trailer is, you obviously don't remember because you didn't play, but during the Xbox 360 when Gears of War, the first one came out, they had a ad and it was so good. It played the song Mad World. Do you know that song? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you heard in the trailer, but it was playing chords of it. So it was playing Mad World a little bit in the background while this was going on, which was an homage to the original ad. But like that was back in the day. Like Xbox used to just crush the ad campaigns. Like Halo ads were so good. Gears of War, like they just lost their magic when it came to the ads. So I thought it was a nice touch that they were playing Mad World a little bit in the background. But yeah, that got me so excited.
Yeah, which, speaking of music, there was.
Are you talking about mixtape?
No. There was a game. Yeah. Oh, it was the Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
It kind of like had like the music that they picked. I felt like they were going for like a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing. And so for me, like, did I play the Elder Scrolls?
We played Elder Scrolls Skyrim. This was Elder Scrolls Online. This is their MMO.
I remember Skyrim, and this game just seemed so completely different. And I was very confused because I was like, wait, did I not play the Elder Scrolls? I didn't realize that they were connected, but I thought that, I was like, I thought I remembered it correctly. But yeah, when they did that, I was like, that's like such like a shtick now. Not just with video games, but with movies too. Like that kind of soundtrack with that kind of trailer going on and stuff. So I kind of didn't really know what to think about that one.
It was longer than I think it needed to be because at the end, like it wasn't much of an announcement. It was very much just, hey, like you could play the Elder Scrolls Online. They have a new one coming out, Gold Road, which I don't think they really even showed much of it, but they were like, oh, you can play all the DLC for a limited time. Like that was just the messaging of it. So to me, it was a little odd of like, especially with all these other games that were like, man, I want to know more. This one I was like, I know too much. Like I get it. Like I can play online with friends. That's what your game is. I know that. Like you can wrap this up.
Yeah. I also, to go back, I just realized, I don't know if I said this with the Gears of War. When we played the other Gears, I had no expectations. I'd never played any of them.
Yep.
And I loved it. And so like I saw the trailer and it didn't get me hooked at all. But I went into the last one not knowing anything about it. So maybe I'll love this one too.
Maybe we should play Gears of War 1, the very first one sometime.
Yeah.
It's a very fun co-op game. But I'm especially too in anticipation for it. Huh? Maybe.
Oh, I
You were listening to what I was saying?
No, I was listening, but I heard it wrong, and I thought it was nothing. Never mind. Ignore me.
We got a little bit more Avowed, which it didn't show too much, just really quick snippets. I am liking, so it did a little bit more of the story though, and it looks like you're picking a side of, so it looks like there's going to be kind of replayability of like who you're aligning with. I can't wait for Avowed.
That's one of the ones that I was excited about too.
Because it's from Obsidian, and Obsidian has yet to miss. Mm-hmm. So they are great storytellers, and its gameplay, it didn't show much of it this time around. I know the last one they showed way more, but it just was, this looked like it was more of a trailer for the story, and I'm very excited for Avowed.
I am too. I really don't remember the trailer that much, but I did put down that I liked it.
One of my biggest surprises that I really liked was Expedition 33.
That looked amazing.
That looked so cool.
Which, is that turn-based?
Yes, I think so. Okay, it looks like it's a turn-based RPG. I thought
too. But that's 2025.
I know.
But yeah, I was excited about that one too.
The world, the environment, the graphics. I was like, this looks cool. We just recently played it, but it actually kind of reminded me a little bit of Persona 6. But when did we play? Persona Reload? Is that Persona 3? I don't know. We played a Persona. I'm trying to blank on the name. But that's what it kind of reminds me of like, you're getting a group and like going to an area, but it obviously looks way darker. But to me, that was a really nice surprise.
Yeah, and that one I knew nothing about. I mean, most of these.
Persona 3, that's when we played.
Oh, yeah. That's true. But yeah, that one. And also, we don't play a lot of turn-based games. I mean, we play quite a few, but like we don't play a ton.
Yeah.
So it's always nice when we get one. Kind of freshens it up.
Oh, really? You're a big fan of turn-based? I know you like RPGs.
I always find it intimidating at first, and then I love them. Like Operencio is turn-based, right?
Yeah.
We've played everything. I feel like every single one we've played I've liked. Same with Banner Saga was one, right?
Yeah.
So I always go into it being like, oh man, I'm gonna stink at this, and then I end up really liking it. So,
well, I mean, I think we just don't pick them as much because they're always very heavy games, and it always stinks to not finish a game.
Oh, I wanted to talk about another one that I am super excited about, but there's one element that like has me a little bit nervous. Winterboro, early 2025. It looks like a sad, cozy game, which again, I don't like that it had a sad vibe, but it looked like a cozy game. But one thing that I don't like is fighting the elements in games, and like the frost in the
Yep.
corners. I was like, am I gonna be fighting the cold the whole time? Because other than that, it looks like a really nice, cute, cozy game.
I didn't care for the movements. It looked kind of a little janky. Like it's a minor grab. I know it's an indie game. I'm not completely dismissing it because I do like cozy games, and this is one where I'm like, okay, like this looks like it could be fun. It didn't do too much though.
Yeah.
It did more explaining, I think, of the story than more of what you're doing.
I feel like it's also hard to find a cozy game that isn't so like you need to do this, 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 this. Where this one just definitely seemed a bit more on the cozy side. I don't know. And it was cute.
It was cute. It's kind of nice playing as a field
until
mouse.
that owl came. And it's funny because I was just reading this book, kid's book, Cornbread and Poppy. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
The two mice and the owl, but the owl was a vegetarian. It was really cute. But that owl did not look like it was a vegetarian. So
we got a new trailer for the new World of Warcraft expansion, which you obviously never played World of Warcraft. I was a huge World of Warcraft fan. Very cool. I mean, it's a nice cinematic. Didn't explain too much. For me, what I was just mostly disappointed in, I was hoping, there's been rumor, I was hoping there'd be a console release. There's always been rumors. I mean, granted, I feel like I've been hearing of a console release of World of Warcraft forever. I think it's just something people always wish and want. But I'm hoping now that Microsoft owns Blizzard that maybe they will make a console version.
the art style threw me off a bit. It didn't really seem like one art style, is I guess what I'm saying. Looking at the trailer, I there's something about it that I was just like, it just had different vibes to me. I don't know. Which it's not a bad thing, but that was like the thing that jumped out at me. And the one thing that I remember from the trailer is thinking like, that's like an odd combination. Like I said, not bad, but.
Want to talk Indiana Jones? What did you think of it?
It was quite long.
What? You didn't care for it?
It's not that I didn't care for it. It looks like something I would like.
Okay.
But I also just think, I knew it was Indiana Jones.
Did you watch the movies?
When I was little, I watched one of them.
Just one?
The main actor, I'm not a huge fan of. What's his name?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Not a huge fan of. Not that I dislike him by any means, but like acting wise, I'm just kind of like, I'm not going to run to the movie theaters, you know?
Well, now he's like 80-something years old.
But still, it's his voice.
No,
right?
It's not. No. They used his likeness, his face, but no, the voice actor's Troy Baker.
But it sounds like him though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it looked good. This is the type of game that I think I will enjoy, but I also just like, I'm not a huge Indiana Jones fan. Like, I don't care if that's Indiana Jones. But at the same time, like, so like, like Tomb Raider, it's like I'm more interested in.
So I'm still curious how
Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Pat.
I think most people did. For me, like, I liked the trailer. The cinematic of it. This looks and sounds and feels like an Indiana Jones game. Like that, it was a very long kind of cinematic. It was very goofy, kind of tongue in cheek, which that's how the movies were. Like the Nazis are kind of like, they know they're evil, but they're just kind of goofy. And it worked. And to me, I'm like, this feels like an Indiana Jones movie. Like, why can't, like, they've obviously tried to make a couple Indiana Jones movies and they were just awful. But this one, it's like, man, this actually feels like an old school Indiana Jones movie. I'm just curious how the combat is and like how the gameplay is. It's always these quick snippets of it. It's like, I'm punching people and whipping people, but like, how does it actually work? I'm curious, like how it actually feels.
I think I need to watch one of the old movies. I haven't watched one since I was a kid. I feel like is Indiana Jones like a big grump, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. But that he's like with Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, like that's the type of character where it's like you don't want to try to get another actor for that.
Yeah.
Like 20 years from now, if they're like, oh man, let's make Indiana Jones, it's like, just don't.
Yeah. Don't.
Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones.
And that's why they did it like his likeness with it. They didn't want to do similar. They're like, no, we need to get kind of like his image.
It was the Guardians of the Galaxy. It wasn't Chris Pratt in the game. It was they did the
But that's different. That's an established IP of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
no, I know, but what I'm saying is like they've changed.
Oh yeah.
The
No, I
people.
understand. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's
like
not
in that you can do it.
Yes, but with Indiana Jones, it's like no, that is
It's Harrison Ford. Yeah,
and I'm not even a huge fan, and even I know, like you know,
one game we got real quick of, but I was intrigued. I think it could be a lot of fun, and that's Fragpunk. That's the 5v5 hero shooter.
It's a card game, right?
No, it's a first-person shooter, but it looks like you're getting these cards that you can play to change the rules of the game.
Yeah, but you play the cards.
Yeah, but it's not a card game. It's a shooter game.
No, I know, but what I mean is like they give you like an ability.
Yeah.
And you play them and it looks like they disappear kind of thing.
Yeah. It was very quick. But I loved like at least what it did. That really quick trailer at least was just, it's like, we've obviously at this point, there's a ton of 5v5 hero shooters, but this right away was like, this is our stick. This is what makes us unique, this card system. And it looks like it could be fun. Like I'm curious. I want to know more information about it, but that one little trailer, I was like, this looks cool.
Yeah, games like this intimidate me.
Yeah, because you don't like multiplayer games.
I'm multiplayer, and because like I always forget to use things, or I'm like, wait, how do I use the card again? I'm just not good at that. So I mean, for me, it's like I think it'd be fun to watch you play. I'm not saying I wouldn't play it though. It's not like one of those like, oh, I find somebody else.
It's always so weird how you're intimidated by multiplayer games, but when you play them, you love them. Like I love that we did Rainbow Six Siege, which is known to be one of the most toxic online games, and you loved it. You had fun with it.
I did.
You had fun with Overwatch. You had fun with Apex. fun to see Thieves.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
I think I was mad about Overwatch.
Yeah.
If I
don't know. You'll have to listen to our Patreon episode to find out.
I will have to. I also was surprised by Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, because they're the makers of Ashen, but I was like, that combat looks cool. So I was
didn't like Ashen, but that combat.
Yeah. So that's a trailer that I was surprised. I was like, that looks awesome. And it was like from the makers of Ashen.
You're like, ooh. I was surprised that I thought it was just going to be a third-person action game, but then they said that it's a Souls-like game, and it was like, oh, okay, which makes sense. I mean, Ashen was a Souls game, so this looks
is a Souls game.
Yeah, it's a Souls-like game. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they said I think specifically Souls-light, so I think it'll have some elements. I don't think it'll be as punishing as something like Ashen, but it's supposed to have some elements of that.
But did it look good to you too?
It did. Flintlock, when they first announced it like 3 or 4 years ago, I was excited for it then. And just more of this, I'm like, okay, like this actually showed more gameplay of it. It looks like it's fluid and fast. And
which I think that comes out July 18th.
Yeah, that one actually had a date.
Yeah, which that's always exciting.
Yeah. But another game, they didn't say, but I'm assuming is a Souls game, is Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers. That was kind of the feudal Japan. You're like fighting demons.
Like
I'm assuming, that's a Souls-like game as well. I got a lot of vibes from it, but that didn't show much. But
2025.
The aesthetic of it looked cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't show gameplay, it would make sense. 2025. But that was the other thing that I've noticed. It was a lot of feudal Japan kind of stuff, because then we got more trailers, stuff of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Mm-hmm. November 15th, I think.
Yeah, but you never did Assassin's Creed with us.
I was actually going to ask you that. Like, I feel like, did we play something similar to Assassin's Creed? Or no?
I don't think so. Me and Keith did Assassin's Creed with Javier from Nerd Talk Plus.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think we did anything like that. But this gameplay looks good. Kind of surprised they had it in here, because everyone knew about it. And it's not coming to Game Pass. It's probably going to be on Ubisoft Plus. I mean, it may eventually come to Game Pass, but it's just kind of surprising that this showed up at the Xbox Game Show, or the showcase. Yeah,
and I don't really like have any thoughts on it because I haven't played any of the other ones. But I mean, the trailer looked cool.
Yeah,
but it's something that you mentioned earlier, Mixtape, coming in 2025. What did you think of that one? I was curious what you'd think.
That one is also probably one of my lower ones.
Well, because there's been games that we've played that have been based around music, and I have really disliked some of them.
This game reminded me of The Artful Escape. I don't know if you remember that game.
The one that I greatly disliked. Isn't that the one I greatly disliked?
Maybe. I know I didn't care for The Artful Escape. I fell asleep playing it.
I'm really curious if that's the one that I rated super low and like really irritated me.
I don't think it irritated you.
No, it genuinely irritated because I thought that the guy was like.
You might be right, I think then.
I forget what I thought, like if he was arrogant or what, but I'm pretty sure that's the game that I really disliked.
Yeah. I think you are right. I didn't care for it either.
I greatly, yep. And there's been some other ones like Wander Song that have been music.
Wander Song was so good.
But this one
I always forget about that game.
All based on nostalgia. It's the 90s, right? If I remember correctly.
I think 80s. I think it's supposed to be late 80s, early 90s.
But I think they said the greatest memories are held in music. But I didn't understand what the gameplay was.
I think it's mostly supposed to be story, like a narrative kind of game. It had a good list of soundtracks, but this is also what's kind of surprising to me of just like, who's this for?
People that grew up during that time.
Exactly. So kind of like us, but we're kind of like, eh.
I knew all the songs. I didn't know. The reason why I was, like, actually, I put it as one that I'm excited about because I did like the music and the atmosphere and everything like that. But I just was like, what am I doing though? You know? So for me, that's why it was like, it got me excited. It's in one of my games that I'm looking forward to, but I'm also like, but what is the game?
Yeah.
So, and then same with like Life is Strange Double Exposure, the supernatural murder mystery coming 10/29. That one, I didn't play any of the Life is Strange.
No, we haven't done any of them.
Yeah. And that one, I'm like, I love a murder mystery, but would I ever make a good detective? No. So like I'm like looking at it and there's like an alternate reality or something where your friend is still alive and where you're from she's dead. And so you're trying to figure out, you know, what happened or what will happen and stuff. And
which reminds me, there was a TV show that only lasted one season. I think it had a famous actor in it, but it was kind of the same concept of, gosh, I wish I remember the name of the show because I remember seeing. I was like, this is the same concept. Do you remember the actor? I don't, but it was a cool concept. Basically, a car crash happened, and he's living in two worlds: one where his wife dies in the car crash, one where his son dies. And whenever he goes to sleep, he spends a day in that other world. So one day he's with his son, goes to sleep. Next day he's in the other world with his wife. But he's a detective, and he has to solve crimes that are parallel with the worlds. I wish I remember the name of the TV show. I don't know why I'm kind of explaining it.
That sounds so horribly depressing.
No, it was pretty cool. But
well, I mean, he still has.
You still kind of live with your family.
Oh, that sounds so horribly depressing.
Well, it only lasted one season, so there you go. But okay, but real quick too, the thing that mostly irritated me with Mixtape, I know it was the art style, but it was janky. Like the people moving was super choppy, and just in the trailer, I was like, that's kind of making me sick.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. I was like, I think this is an art style, or the frame rates are really bad in this game.
But like I said earlier, I wasn't sure if there's something wrong with the TV when it came to South of Midnight, because I'm like, is that claymation going on?
So did my TV break and everything's claymation now?
Well, remember our TV was blue and we had no idea. So I mean,
until we had people come over
and they're like, wow, your TV's really blue.
But yeah, Life is Strange is a kind of an ongoing series. Their own separate stories. No, a couple of them tied together. But yeah, they're always like story-driven games with a little bit of supernatural in them. But people either really love them or just don't care for them. Is usually how people feel about them.
People feel about what?
Life is Strange.
Oh.
Welcome back, Liz.
When there's one trailer for a game and I immediately thought, this kind of reminds me of Age of Empires, and it was the Age of Mythology Retold.
Because it's from them.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, yes. Do you know what? I really thought that I was like, this has to be linked with them, even though it's, gods and stuff.
Yeah.
September 4th. Age of Empires, like I used to love, and then we played it and I was kind of like meh about it. And so that's why when watching this trailer, I'm like, I don't know if this would be a super exciting pick for me.
Honestly, the trailer kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Age of Mythology. I played it when I was younger. I knew this game was coming out and I was like, ooh. But the trailer, it looked cheap. It looked like it was done from like a high schooler. Like the gods were just like cardboard cutouts. And it was just like, this is kind of weird. It would have been better if they just like explained what they did, like how it's redone a little bit. Like, is there new gods? Is there new civilizations? But yeah, that trailer kind of sucked. But I'm excited for the game. But yeah, that one actually had a release date too.
Yes. Yeah. So September, we know what you'll be playing.
Yep.
And then, quickly, Sea of Thieves Season 13.
Yeah.
Become a villain.
That's pretty cool.
Which for me, it's like, I don't like the idea. Like, whenever we used to play Sea of Thieves, we were never the bad guys chasing people.
I know.
So I feel like that would be...
I always hate being the jerk.
Weird. Yeah, especially because it's like, you never know if it's someone's first time and you're just ruining it for them.
Yeah.
But also, stealing just feels so icky. And then...
icky.
So Fallout 76 Skyline Valley, June 12th. Is that a whole new game or is that new
just
content?
an expansion. So Fallout 76 is the MMO Fallout game that's been going on for years. They've had multiple expansions now. This one is now an expansion to the main map. But yeah, it looks like if you like Fallout fan, if you're a Fallout fan, like you're going to like it.
I love where it takes place, Shenandoah Valley.
Yeah.
And then, which I always
knew
think it's
when that music was playing, I was like, Liz is going to like this.
Yeah, well, because it's also, I want to say too, because where I'm from, we always say like, the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
But it's actually pronounced
Appalachian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I heard, but like, yeah, I love that area. But I was immediately like, oh, that's amazing. I kind of want to play it. But Fallout, I mean, I did like that game.
Yeah. Fallout 4 we played.
Yeah.
We didn't play this one, but we played Fallout 4, yeah.
Yeah. And then another more content is Starfield Shattered Space.
Well, Shattered Space is the expansion. There's currently a free update right now. But yeah, that's the other expansion, Shattered Space.
And the beginning reminded me of a space game that we played that I loved. And for the life of me, I could not remember what it was called.
Dead Space?
No, it was one of the first ones we did where we were on a space station and
No Man's Sky?
No. It was after Alien. I loved it. It had like the aliens that you shoot in the space station. You go outside a little bit.
Oh, Prey.
Prey. It almost reminded me of Prey at the beginning. And I was like, oh, this looks so cool. And then it switched to definitely more of like a Starfield vibe. And I was like, oh.
No longer as interested.
Don't get me wrong, I like Starfield, but I like Prey more.
Yeah.
And so I
think Prey was one of your first games you loved.
Oh my goodness. I need to play it again and see if I still love it that much. But yeah, I really like that game. But that was the only thing disappointing about that trailer is that I was like, oh my gosh, this is just like Prey. And then it just slowly started morphing into a completely different type of game. And I was like, that seems like a lot of outer space. I like to be on the space station, please.
The other game, just about like the only other game I think we haven't talked about is Atomfall. So
we got 3 more.
Oh, we do? But Atomfall I really liked. So this is from Rebellion Studios. Rebellion, to me, has always made kind of crappy games that are really fun. Like, they've never been like... None of their games have ever been huge blockbusters. Their most common series is Sniper Elite, which I thought this was a Sniper Elite game. I was like, oh, okay, it's just going to be the next iteration of it. But then it was like, oh, there's robots. It's like, what is this game? And then it's like, oh, no, this is like an atomic punk game. Looks kind of like BioShock. I like the vibes of it. It also reminded me a little bit of I'm trying to think of it. Game we played not too long ago in Russia.
I was going to say, this is the last game I'm going to say this, but it reminded me of a game that we played and I couldn't remember it. So yes, it was definitely reminded
Atomic Heart. There it is. That's the game it was reminding me of.
That and another one, because it wasn't that one, but I see why you think that. There's another game that it reminded me of. But yeah, that one definitely looked interesting. I kind of didn't like get it.
Yeah, it didn't show too much.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but I liked what I saw. I just spit on you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Another one, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl,
yes.
9/15.
I'm very excited for this game.
You know what? That radar thing, I don't like dealing with that kind of stuff.
Radars are hard.
Not radar, the radiation
Geiger
level
counter?
thing. What?
Geiger counter?
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Sure.
Detects radiation?
Yeah, I was like, is that going to be a big element of the game? Which obviously Chernobyl, I mean, like, I get it. But I was just like, how much of it is in the game? Because I don't really like dealing with radiation poisoning.
Yeah, Stalker 1, back in the day, my computer was too crappy. I got to play a little bit of it, but after a while, my computer literally was like overheating. But when I played it, I was like, this game's cool. I heard my friends who were playing it and talking about it. So Stalker 2, it looks really good. This is coming from a studio in Ukraine, so it obviously has taken them some time to make. But I'm liking it. The graphics look awesome. The environment it looks and feels like Stalker.
Yeah, I know nothing about Stalker, but it did look like a cool game. But I just look at it as like I already have an element that I'm like that I have to deal with. I'm like, how hard is it going to be? So it was one of those games that I was just like, that might be a lot for Liz the noob. And then another one that I'm wary of. I'm not like, oh, I don't want to play that, but Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. So it's a lot of sneaking, and then you have to find your own weapons, food, equipment. And they say that you're a one-man army, you know?
So this is a remake of a game. This originally was a PS2 game?
But I've heard of Metal Gear.
Yeah. I've never gotten into the only Metal Gear game I ever got into was Phantom Pain. Liked it a lot. I know a lot of people who love this game and they speak so highly of it. So I'm excited for it, but it's not something I'm like, it didn't blow me away. But from what I've heard from people who love that series and love this game, they're like, this looks great. So I'm excited for those people. But for me, I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I look like having to deal with food, sneaking. I mean, these are all things that I'm not, but the game didn't look bad. It just didn't look like it was
for you.
A noob game. Unless they have a very easy setting. And then, of course, like the main event.
Call of Duty.
Which I'm sorry. I did not watch the full end of it. I got bored and I had things to do. And for me, it's like, if it was just like another however amount of time of like, trailers of other games, like, yes, but I've seen you play Call of Duty. I don't care.
You have?
Don't you play with Aaron?
Oh yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
No, I think it was. I can't remember which one because he had it. I've always been a very lukewarm Call of Duty fan. I like the campaigns. I generally do not like the multiplayer because I hate the gimmicky bunny hops, the slide canceling, all that stuff. I hate it. It's so gimmicky and it just irritates me.
I feel like you've played it way more recent, so I'm like, that's why I'm thinking of another game.
I played a little bit of Warzone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's what it is. But yeah, this one takes place in the 1990s. It comes out October 25th.
Yep.
And it has a campaign.
Yeah.
See, a campaign, like I would try it, but I don't have any interest in playing whatever you and Aaron are playing. That looks hard.
So the Black Ops series has always been my favorite. I really loved World at War, but Black Ops is always a series to me that is always a lot of fun. Okay, when I knew Call of Duty, like, okay, to me this is another like Madden. It's another Call of Duty. Like you're going to be shooting people and locking guns. Like that's it. This actually got me excited. This is the first time in a Call of Duty where they look like they're actually putting effort into the campaign. Usually the best Call of Duties are just, point A to point B. You're just shooting people. That's the campaign. It's like 4 hours long. It's just there to be there. This time around, it actually sounds like they're putting effort in it. It sounds like you can approach things different ways. You have a safe house. I know with the new Modern Warfare, they have these open missions that everyone across the board hates. And it sounded like they kind of are bringing that back slightly. It didn't, I'm assuming not nearly as bad as it was in 3 because I haven't heard a single person say those campaign missions were good. But no, this actually got me excited. Even the multiplayer, when they're like, oh, omnidirectional, I'm like, great, another gimmicky movement thing. But this actually kind of got me excited. They're bringing back the old school prestige system, which I loved. They're what's cool about this game too is the options. There's just a ton of options. You want to get rid of your HUD. You want to move your HUD around. You want to put, your ammo count in the center of the screen so you can see it. You have a smart system where you just sprint and you'll mantle and crouch and everything. Like simplify the controls. Like it's impressive that they're just adding options. It's like, this is a Call of Duty game where I feel like they're putting effort in. So I'm curious. And of course it's day one Game Pass, which a lot of people on the internet have been complaining of like, oh, no way Microsoft could do it. To me, it makes sense that they're going to put it on Game Pass because yes, Call of Duty sells like hotcakes and they sell millions of units, but there's a lot of fans like me. I generally don't buy a Call of Duty game unless I get it for like $5 or a friend gives it to me, then I'll play it. But I generally don't want to buy it. But now it's on Game Pass. I'm going to play it. And now there's a good chance I might buy some DLC or something like that. So I think it makes perfect sense that they're putting it on Game Pass. And I'm 100% going to check this out now.
Well, I'm happy you're excited.
And you're going to join me because we'll cover it.
I'll be sick that week.
I'm sure my brother will be on.
Oh, yeah. That makes way more sense to have him on it. instead of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of games that I'm really excited about that are coming out.
This is what I mean. That's. So do you still give it a B now that we've talked about it?
No, I just didn't know what to give it. You gave me like less than 5 minutes, and I was like, I don't remember what like all the other showcases.
Liz, it's the same of like when you take a bite of a pizza. Hey, do you like the pizza? You're like, oh, give me 2 days to give you an answer. It's like, just tell me, did you like it or not? Like, you're thinking way too hard to do it.
Yeah, B plus.
Okay.
B plus.
Yeah, to me, this is an easy A. I thought this was such a good showcase.
I don't like that I have to wait for all these games to come out.
But,
I will say that.
But like I said, a lot of them at least had windows.
Yes.
And that is
exciting.
cool.
Were there any that I was excited about that you, besides the Winterboro, are there any that I said that I was excited about that you're not? Mixtape, I was like, about.
Well, let me tell you, what was your best in show?
Oh, my best in show. Oh, my word. State of Decay 3 was up there.
Wow. For me,
South of Midnight, but like I said, like I was a little. There's something I'm wary about with every game. State of Decay 3 looks sad. South of Midnight, I can't really tell if I'm gonna like the combat. Expedition 33 looked really good.
See, for me, obviously the number one is Gears of War E-Day, but obviously getting rid of that easy one, I would say Expedition 33.
I feel bad with Gears of War because I feel like I will like it, but I just from the
you just don't know the game.
Yeah,
you don't know do you even know what E-Day is?
No.
And that's why I understand why you probably aren't as excited for it.
Yeah,
like if you know the Gears of War game, you know what E-Day is.
But I just know that I like the previous Gears game. That's why it was on my excited list.
Which E-Day stands for Emergence Day.
It was not on my excited list. Emergence Day?
Yeah, the locusts are on the ground and they come out of the ground. They emerge out of the ground. And that's why it's called E-Day.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like we also agreed on like Fable and Flintlock and stuff. And yeah.
But yeah, this was a fantastic showing. It's annoying, but also very entertaining to be on the sidelines watching Twitter explode of fanboys fighting each other. Because Sony just had their showing and it was not that great. I never get in the fighting, but I always love watching it. It's just like, man, people on the internet just love fighting over the plastic box that they are a fan of. It's just like, come on, people, like video games are fun. But yeah, this was such a good showing. Cannot wait. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us this episode. If you have any game suggestions or want to say hi to us, go to our Linktree or GamePassGrabBag.com. You'll find us there. Find our Twitter, our Discord, join our Discord. Me and Keith are on there a lot talking, we talking to a lot of our listeners about this showcase, what they liked and stuff. Yeah, we had fun discussions going on. But
yeah, I want to hear everybody what they think about their favorite games coming out.
Yeah.
Or games that they are not excited about.
Yeah, tell us your game.
What we're
game of the
right
show.
and wrong about.
I mean, I'm right about everything. But yeah, if you want more content, we have a Patreon. We also are starting some free stuff on there. So if you just want to come up, check our Patreon, you'll find some episodes of me and Keith on there. But yeah, I've been your hardcore gamer, Tanger. You can find me on Xbox Live at Firebird0952.
I'm Liz Noob, gamer tag coming on Dean, and I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Liz Noob.
All right, everyone. We love you all. We'll see you again next week.